Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. Her message came at 7:13 p.m. sharp. Don't call me. 3 words. Simple. Cold. But they hit like a hammer to the chest. My thumb hovered over the screen, frozen. I had just texted her. Dinner's ready. Miss you. Nothing heavy. Nothing that should trigger that kind of response. At first, I thought it was a joke. Maybe she was in a meeting. Maybe she mistyped. But then, the little grey dots blinked again, taunting me, and another message followed. I'm out. Don't wait for me. My pulse started pounding in my ears. She never texted like that. Sarah was always careful with her words, always considerate. We'd been married 7 years, and not once had she spoken to me that way. Something was wrong, terribly wrong. I stared at my reflection in the darkened kitchen window. My hands trembled as I typed back. Where are you? No reply. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. The pasta on the stove burned while I paced across the tiles, phone clenched in my palm. I kept glancing at the clock, at the front door, at the phone again. Finally, frustration overrode fear. I typed, don't come home. It was petty, I know. Reactionary. But I wanted her to feel the sting. To know that whatever game she was playing, I wouldn't sit here like a fool waiting for crumbs of attention. I hit send, tossed the phone on the counter, and gritted my teeth. But then, the phone buzzed again. I wasn't going to. The words blurred before my eyes. My stomach dropped. I read it 3 times, hoping I'd misunderstood. I wasn't going to. That's when the air left my lungs. I sank into the nearest chair, trying to steady my breathing. I wanted to call her, to scream, to demand what that meant, but my pride nailed me to the seat. I could almost hear her voice in my head, soft, calculated, explaining something away like she always did. But this time, something in me refused to believe the easy answer. 2 hours later, I still sat there. The clock ticked. The house felt larger than usual, the silence sharp enough to cut through. Our photos on the wall mocked me, her smile, our trips, that framed wedding shot where she'd promised forever. I unlocked my phone again and scrolled through her messages. Nothing new. But something odd caught my eye. She'd turned off her location sharing. She had never done that before. It felt like a punch to the gut. My heart raced as I opened our shared calendar. She was supposed to be at the gym. But I remembered she hadn't taken her bag when she left. That was the first real crack in the mirror. I opened her social media, nothing since yesterday. Then, a thought struck me. The gym parking lot had cameras. And I knew the security guy there, Tom. He'd helped me once when I locked my keys in the car. Maybe he could check something for me. I dialed his number. Hey, Tom, it's Daniel. Can you do me a favor? My wife said she was at the gym tonight, but she's not answering. Can you check if her car's there? He hesitated for a moment. Sure, give me a second. I heard shuffling on his end. Then a sigh. Her car's not here, man. Hasn't been since Monday. Monday. It was Thursday. My chest tightened. I thanked him and hung up. I sat there in the dim kitchen, my mind tearing itself apart. Memories clashed, her late nights, the new perfume, the extra showers before bed. All those little signs I had brushed off. I told myself she was just stressed, overworked. But deep down, maybe I'd known. By midnight, I couldn't take it anymore. I called her. Straight to voicemail. Then again. Nothing. I texted once more. Sarah, please. Just tell me the truth. A minute later, a new message came through. I'll come by tomorrow for my things. You deserve the truth. Just, not tonight. It felt like someone had reached inside me and ripped out everything solid. I wanted to throw the phone, to scream, but instead, I just sat there staring at her words until the screen dimmed. I didn't sleep. I waited. Morning light broke through the blinds when I heard her car pull up. My stomach twisted. She stepped inside quietly, looking pale but composed. Her hair was tied back, her lips trembling slightly as she set her bag down. Sarah, I managed. Where were you? She didn't answer immediately. Instead, she leaned against the counter, eyes glistening but steady. I was with someone. The world stopped moving. I blinked once, twice, but the words didn't change. Someone. My voice cracked. She nodded, tears spilling now. It wasn't supposed to happen. It started after that fight we had last month. I felt alone. Daniel. I thought you didn't care anymore. Didn't care. I whispered. Sarah, I begged you to talk to me. You shut me out. She bit her lip. I know. And I'm sorry. But I can't keep lying to you. I ended it tonight. That's why I said not to call. I needed to do it face to face with him. Her confession twisted inside me. Anger flared, but so did confusion, sorrow, disbelief. So last night, while I was waiting here, you were with him. She didn't deny it. She didn't have to. I turned away, gripping the back of a chair to steady myself. The silence stretched until I couldn't take it anymore. Was it love? No, she whispered. But it felt like something I was missing. Until now. She took a step toward me, reaching out as if to bridge the gulf between us, but I stepped back. The space between us became a chasm that words couldn't cross. I can't unhear this, I said. I can't unsee what you've done. She nodded slowly, tears dripping onto the tile. I know. She picked up her bag again and turned toward the door. But just as she opened it, she looked back at me with an expression that broke something final inside me. Her voice was barely a whisper. I found out last week I'm pregnant. I don't know whose it is. The sound that left my chest wasn't human. She left without another word, the door closing softly behind her. I sank to the floor, the sound of my own heartbeat deafening in the quiet house. Outside, her car engine faded into the distance, leaving behind nothing but echoes. And all I could think was how love, so fragile, so blinding, can turn into something unrecognizable before you even realize it's dying. That night, I didn't text her again. I just stared at our last thread, at her words glowing faintly on the screen. I don't know whose it is. Somewhere between the heartbreak and the silence, I realized that the truth doesn't always set you free. Sometimes, it destroys the last pieces of who you were.